All right, so here's a tweet from one of the greatest guys ever, the Fonz. At H Winkler for real tweets, "Thank you for all your birthday wishes. It is a big one. If it were miles, I could not walk them. If there were LBSs, I could not lift them, but they are years, and I appreciate every single one that I've lived here on Earth." I mean, that is such a Henry Winkler thing to tweet. He is like the best guy. The Fonz. He said it's a big one. The Fonz turns 75 today. And we do have history with the Fonz. He has been on this program before. In fact, not only has he been on the program before, he has won a Clone's Choice Award. He was part of Left's Smack Off Call.
You've probably got an entire trophy room full of awards. Where would you rank this one?
Well, this one is going right between me and my wife on our bed.
Perfect. How does she feel about that?
Well, you know what? She has no say. I've won from the Jim Rome Show. What can I say?
That's awesome. Just working on something right here. That's the Fonz. And he is known in this town as the best guy in this town. He is such a good dude. Love the Fonz. So happy birthday to Henry Winkler. Oh. And when I think about the Fonz, I can't help but think about this guy. Let's go to the phones. Jeff in Southfield on a Friday. Jeff, what's going on?
Thank you for the vine, Jim. Jim, when they say everything is bigger in Texas, they're talking about Johnny in Texas's cheek pouches. Hey, Johnny, you're one double cheeseburger away from looking like an adult male orangutan. Seriously, Jim, Johnny's cheek pouches are so impressive, he receives nude photos from female chipmunks. Speaking of females, according to Johnny, Johnny's a real ladies' man. Hey, Johnny, nothing shows me you're a real smooth smoothie like you saying on Stucknut Radio that you and Jeremy and Green Bay are going to go to the bar and, quote, smash some ass. Really, Johnny? I'm sure the lady clones who heard that were extremely impressed by both your very mature outlook and your sophisticated vernacular. Hey, Johnny, the only person who didn't cringe at that is Steve Garvey. Hey, Johnny, why don't you expand that rich lexicon of yours by inviting Garv to join you and Jeremy? Then, in addition to smashing some ass, you can also pump some chicks. You gotta be kidding me, Johnny. Although I shouldn't be surprised, considering you're the guy looking to host that big Texas clone stock. Hey, Johnny, please tell me that the clone stock isn't you trying to fulfill some unfulfilled spring break wild party fantasy. Hey, Johnny, are you envisioning a clone stock brimming with hot young chicks in tiny bikinis who are all looking to take a short break from the normal rules of life and just let loose, get wasted, and have easy casual sex with some sloppy drunk jackass? Because that fantasy has no corresponding reality, Johnny. That fantasy only exists in the minds of college-age wankers, Johnny. In fact, many years ago, a college wanker named Matt Patricia chased that fantasy with disastrous results, Johnny. Allegedly. Johnny, the real clone stock is going to be 95% middle-aged male dorks. And the 3 or 4 toothless females that do show up, even though they are as desperate as they are toothless, they aren't looking for the Matt Patricia experience, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how is it possible that you have an adult daughter, but you still haven't grown up yet? Grow the hell up, Johnny. That's all I got, Jim. But before I go, I promised my grumpy old man he could bark some bitter nonsense at entitled millennials. So here he is. Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy internet porn. We had a little thing called the adult video store. And to get there, you had to walk 10 miles through the snow, uphill, and we loved it. See, my generation never complained, because we believed that porno was something you earned, not something you're entitled to. Thanks, Pop. That's right, millennials. To go to the adult video store back in the day, dudes who normally understood that a hat, sunglasses, and flipping up the collar of your coat is a pathetic disguise that's not fooling anyone I mean, bro, we can all see it's you, but nonetheless, all of us, we did just that.
Rakim? Jeff in Southfield, man, there's nothing worse than when that guy's phone call ends. There has never been anybody quite like that guy in the jungle. Never. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he's the GOAT. I'm not saying that there are better callers, although there are not very many better callers. What I'm saying is there has never been a guy like that in the jungle. I love that. I love everything about that call, but the thing I love most about that call is that porn is something to be earned. Millennials, you're not entitled to it. It's not as easy as having to just decide between do you watch porn on your laptop or your phone. That's all you millennials have to decide right now. That's your issue. Admit it, millennials. That is your only issue as it relates to porn. Do I watch it on my computer or do I watch it on my phone? Oh, no. Oh, no. Go ask your man, your old man, how he dealt with porn. And he probably would tell you exactly what Johnny did. Like Johnny's, quote, pa just did. That they'd put on the trench coat and the hat and the sunglasses and flip up the collar and walk 10 miles through the snow and be happy to do it because they understood that porno was not something you were entitled to, but rather something you had to earn. And you didn't get it out of your iPhone or your Android device. You got it at the, quote, adult bookstore. Only Jeff in Southfield can make that call. And dude, by the way, man, get off of Johnny in Texas. That's like the most unfair fight ever. I mean, Jeff, it was fun and it was funny, but is there any sport in that, really? I mean, after your 15th, hey, Johnny, at that point, I got to pull you off that guy. I mean, he's no longer able to defend himself. Jeff in Southfield, he's already got his golden ticket. Never mind a golden ticket. If not for the BIC, I'd just give that guy next year a smack off right now. Jeff in Southfield. I'll take your reaction to it. 1-800-636-8686. I'm somewhat awed by that guy, man. He is so weird and so awesome. At Wooden Laconic tweets, drunk dialing the boss never ends well. Signed, Kyle at the Cubs game.
Van Smack, basically, just like Hollywood, it's an honor to be here. You caught me in a little bit of a malted hop frenzy, but it's great to be here at Wrigley Stadium. Yeah!
It's Kyle Brandt, and Kyle Brandt had not been here that long when he made that phone call. Talk about not giving a damn. My man called the show drunk, called his boss drunk. And by the way, it worked out pretty well for him. Look at him now. Yeah! Jeff in Southfield. Who wants to follow that call? Good luck with that. Luckily, I've got an interview at the top of the hour, a really good one. Dan Wetzel, Yahoo sports columnist, one of the best in the biz. He joins me next. We talk Trevor Lawrence, and we talk Big Ten football with him. Harrison Bryant, the tight end for the Browns, joins me in hour number 2 as well. Stay tuned.